Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, and I have some fun videos for you. You guys, okay, a little bit of a kind of fun video that I used to do a lot more of last year for some reason. I'm going to give you my entire fragrance collection that, yes, I am completely obsessed with. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Lelasophia Jewelry. I put out videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, so you guys, partly spurred, but there are three reasons for me doing this video. One, I just did my, again, OGs will remember my perfume slash bag pairings. Sounds a little weird, but is an actual process that I go through to pair my bags with some fragrances that I really love. And then the House of Dries Van Noten is torturing me, okay? I think this is a personal vendetta. I am on a journey to buy a couple bigger ticket items next year, I think, okay, and I'm already trying to save my little heart out for my little Birkin bag, or big Birkin bag actually. And yeah, then Dries dropped 4 new fragrances. So I figured quickly, let's go over that, because the third part of this is one of my subscribers suggested slash requested that I do my fragrance collection. And I thought, oh, I've done that last year. And then I looked down. I have 4 new fragrances, only as of the last like 4 months. So yeah, okay, we've caused a little damage already. First, I just have to really quickly talk about those Dries fragrances, because why? Tell me why there are 3 out of the 4 that I want. Okay, when I tell you I have so badly wanted to want one of the Dries fragrances, because first of all, I'm an aesthetics kind of gal, okay? The bottles are the prettiest, like, I'm so sorry. The bottles are the prettiest bottles I've ever seen. Even the House of Oud, I'm sorry. You could put this on your centerpiece, on your dresser, your mantelpiece, for crying out loud. Like, you know, it's pretty. They're absolutely stunning. It's pretty insane is what I was going to say. And yeah, however we say this, Malachi, Mala something, or other, that has been the one, if we're just like, oh, you know what, throw it in the cart, literally, throw it in the bag, I'll just go for it. That would be the one that I would want. However, I'm a vanilla, not a chocolate gal. Ironic, because I love chocolate in real life to eat, but to smell, as you'll see with my perfume collection, I'm a vanilla gal. Tell me why they dropped 3 vanillas. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? And the one that I want the most seems to be what everybody wants the most. Also happens to be my favorite bottle, but it's like chamomile, again, pronunciation, chamomile, and vanilla. Are we dying? Like, all right, I want 3 of the 4. So, just putting that there. I do have like a little mini wish list, but really now that's absolutely first, because those, I think they knew they were missing a little bit more of a vanillic fragrance, and the vanillas are just very sexy and very perfect. I think, like, does anybody not like vanilla? Raise your hand. I'll count you guys. Just kidding. Okay, let's get into my newest collection. Was that like a really run-on intense intro? Yes, it's me. Okay. I'm actually gonna go. Thank God for my memory. Amen. Oh my God. Thank God for my memory. I have it in exactly the order of which I purchased. So some of this is dating back to like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. That's crazy. So starting off with the one that I literally just got last week. I have to shake it so you know what that means. I just got a tester for now, but this is largest size worthy from our girl, Bella Hadid. You know I love her so much. This is the Aura Bella, oh my goodness, nightcap. I am literally obsessed with this. I've told this story already in my little bag fragrance pairing video. I never know exactly how to name that, but I was so after. I thought I was gonna, thank God, because I just realized I can spend my coin on the Dries fragrances instead of Le Labo, because I was so dead set on getting to Back 28 by Le Labo. They're so expensive for the city exclusives. Anyways, long story short, I really was craving an alcoholic, like really yummy, kind of literal, hello in the name, nightcap kind of fragrance, and I really love Tobacco 28. Bella Hadid delivered. She, like, I think on the website, the Instagram, even when she's posted it, she calls it very vanilla. To me, everybody's nose is different and everybody's skin is very different. I really, really get alcohol. There's like a note in there that I can't quite figure out that I'm picking up the most, but once it's on my skin, yes, there's definitely vanilla. It's quite spicy, but you really have to want to like an alcohol-y fragrance. Not so much like a Manhattan, but a little bit like a Negroni, a little bit. So there's a little bit of, actually there's more than a little, there's a lot of sweetness in there. Come on, man, focus. And I really love it. And for the prices, I'm so sorry, it's amazing, all natural. I'm just gonna be honest and say that this is my favorite. Wow, this is my favorite of the last year and a half. Instant gratification. Van Cleef Orchidee Vanille, however we say that. This is so yummy. It is a staple. I don't know how I'd never smelled it before, how I'd never gotten into it before. I actually have Bois d'Iris from Van Cleef, and that one I really, really, really love. With some of these on here, I would want, okay, this is just gonna be really blunt, but I love the smell so much, and sometimes I realize I purchase fragrances. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. It's just really true. Listen, okay, it's my channel. I don't know why I'm embarrassed to say this, but sometimes I think I purchase fragrances because I really want to smell them on a man. And so I'm just being honest. So I think Van Cleef, it's just really true. And currently in my life, you know, that's not a physically manifested thing yet. However, yeah, sometimes I think I just love the smell of fragrances. And so I buy them being like, oh, I just want to smell this every day and like cozy up to it. Yeah, so that was what I bought in Fantasyland, but like I really bought it and didn't really realize that I don't as much like it on myself. Ding, 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 we have a winner on what I like to smell like. And so we like had us in mind. I had myself in mind on this one. That was, I can't believe I just said that on my channel. Anyways, okay. This is so much sweeter than I have a lot of sweet fragrances. Obviously you can tell I'm kind of a gourmandy vanilla kind of girl, smoky, sexy, woody. Those are my, that's my wheelhouse of what I like. This is so sweet. It's so beautiful. It's obviously, yes, very vanilla, but this is the type of floral that I like. You'll see a theme going here. Iris, violet are the kinds of florals that I really like, with one exception, actually, by Loewe coming up. And this is how I'll do florals. It's sweet. It's very sensual. However, for me, I'm one of those that doesn't really mind being a little inappropriate maybe during the day and wearing something that's like probably way too sexy to wear till just like a normal walk in the park, like literally. But yeah, hello, I'm your girl. I will wear this day, evening, every single day of the entire year, no matter the season. This one, oh my goodness, was the kindest treat from my mother. We had like the cutest little shopping day, and I have an entire video going over these next two, and so I'll go quickly by these or past these. This is by Santa Maria Novella. If you know, you know. This is the oldest perfumer in the entire world. It's like literally an 800-year-old house or something crazy. And this is actually one of the oldest fragrances, and this is like pure patchouli. Okay, did I even say the name? This is Acqua di Colonia. Pure patchouli. It is so yummy. And again, you're seeing a theme here. I'm a consistent human being, okay, with just a few exceptions here. On first sniff, I was like, oh my gosh, which is so ironic. I actually don't drink alcohol currently, or maybe ever, I've been saying, I don't know. But yeah, I still like crave the smell of it. I don't crave it, but I really like the smell of alcoholic fragrances. And so this like perfectly satiates me, and yet the patchouli is very warm. I think come winter time, this and my next one are going to be like my absolute faves, because my next one is by Chrome Hearts. This is the 33 fragrance, and I just got the small little tester one because, you know, these are quite pricey, and so I wasn't gonna go ahead and get the gigantic one. However, my friend Moon and I went to Chrome Hearts, and I was like, yeah, sorry, add it to the bag. Just wrap one up. I can't say no to it. It is so me. I realized it smells a lot like a fragrance that I didn't bring into this video, but one of my favorite that I bought, like, my God, something crazy, like a lot, like maybe even a decade ago. I think like 8 or 9 years ago, maybe something like that. I don't know. Kind of a long time ago. I'll look and see when it came out, because whenever it came out, is at some point around then when I bought it, Comme des Garçons Black. One of my favorite fragrances. That's that and By the Fireplace, which both I don't have in this video. I will wear to bed. I know that sounds really weird, but something about them is like comforting and cozy. This is very similar. However, there's something like ever so slightly lighter about this one. No, they're both they're very dark and smoky, but black can come off as like, I mean, it's literally called black. It's very consistent the entire wear. This one gets like a little bit lighter if you know, you have to like really dark fragrances to like this. And yeah, I think they made that pretty clear, but Chrome Hearts, I kind of just had to. And apparently we're going for the full opposite. I forgot that these two were back to back. I didn't buy a fragrance for quite a while from my birthday of last year, so like exactly a year ago, to literally April, May, June, I don't know. Yeah, there was a crazy gap in there. But my birthday last year, I bought myself 001 Woman Eau de Parfum by Loewe. It's an important thing because the Eau de Toilette I did not like personally. It was way too light and airy and quote unquote feminine. This one is the antithesis of everything else in my entire collection. I've talked about it a lot, so again, I'll go, you know, briefer intros to all of these fragrances. This I actually have been liking wearing, and I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm trying, okay? Especially, I know it was just the spring and the summer. Something about me has a very hard time wearing fragrances that are so light and so airy and so feminine, and I have like one more that you'll see. Yeah, this is one of my two. It's so pretty. And it's a little bit musky, so it makes me feel more comfortable wearing it because I don't like walking into a place smelling like a flower bomb. I get the irony that there's actually a fragrance called Flower Bomb, but this is really, it's done very tastefully if you're like me and usually gravitate towards vanillic, darker, again, quote unquote, more masculine fragrances. This is a good, you know, we're bridging the gap a little bit. And we're going right back to classic lelasophia. Okay, again, on my birthday, I bought myself two fragrances last year. This is Kerosene, the fragrance, Blackmail. And when I tell you, I've said the same exact story every time I talk about this fragrance because this is, they knew what they were doing when they named this. Pure oud on the top, pure oud, normal oud. I have all my ouds. I actually didn't bring those into the video because sadly, you can't buy them, but I have oud oil from Morocco. I'm Moroccan for anybody who's new, and so I wear those all the time, and I kind of mix my own, and I really love them so much. I tried this. I said, oh, okay, it's oud. I have it. 45 minutes later, it literally, like, is actually like Blackmail. It completely changes up and surprises you, and you're like, fruit bomb? What? It gives you berry. It gives you sweetness. It gives you the dopest. Oh my gosh, like. It gives you the, what? It gives you the cool, and I hate, like, it's not like licorice, it's not that kind of like dark sweet. It is actual sweet mixed with oud. Are you kidding me? This is like one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Very affordable, by the way. But yeah, having said that, I will just go ahead and say that this is my actual favorite fragrance of all time. And I'm just gonna admit it. I don't know why it takes me so long to be like, this is my favorite, because I don't like to play favorites. I'm sorry, the one that I will rebuy till the end of time. This is Eau Duel, again, Eau de Parfum by Diptyque. Clearly, she's an extrait Eau de Parfum kind of girly. I really like very concentrated perfumes that are gonna last you actually 12 to 18 to 24 hours. This fragrance I can wear any single day. It is just me in a bottle. A hint of smoky, I was gonna say, a hint of spicy. Really, she's a vanillic. I'm sorry. It's me. It's so easy. It's just like, even though I smell this every single day, it's spicier. If you don't like spicy, this will be spicy to you. The ones that I have in front of me and the ones that I already named, way spicier. So this is, again, a really good mid-ground. I'm sorry, if you're like me and don't mind smelling very like date night level sexy on a daily basis, even if it's just 1 to 2 sprays, if you like that, if you're like me, this, I'm sorry, you kind of can't go wrong maybe. And one that I love, again, an example of an extrait de parfum, Byredo. I do have a few fragrances by. This is by far my favorite because, again, so many of the very popular Pinterest, you know, on your For You page, story, whatever that's called, Instagram thing, like the Mojave Ghost and, you know, Bal d'Afrique and all those ones, they smell nice. I'm sorry, this is me in a bottle. I think it's such a cool house because my brother has found ones that he wears every single day. I think Cellier, the very leathery one, I think you can pretty much, even if you're like my mom, who's very, very, very particular, because she never, ever, ever wears fragrances, never did my entire life. And, you know, probably my brother and I are bullying her into trying a little bit. So she's very, very, very particular as to what she likes. I would go to Byredo with her. Like, honestly, Byredo and Jo Malone are the two places that Jo Malone she has purchased from, and Byredo is the only other brand that I think would work for her because they have such a good range. This is a very, again, dark, like, yes, it's vanilla, but it's really, you're in the New York Public Library, dark, like smoking a cigar, but you're still a woman dressed in an evening gown. Do you know what I'm saying? That was a weird metaphor, but that is how this looks like to me. We're getting weird on this channel today because if that was a woman smoking a cigar, this is the man smoking a cigar. It's just gonna be really honest, okay? This is probably an example of something that I really want to just smell on somebody else, but I love it so much. And so this is 1969 La Habana. And it's like, oh my gosh, like every time I smell it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is so good. I really need to wear this more. I've worn it quite a bit. There's a little bit of room in there in the top, but really, ooh, it has the notes on the back. Come through, nobody ever does this. Yeah, it's pretty, oh, see, that's why. It's so good and it's so masculine, and like a lot of different types of masculine presenting people might like this. In my very like, I don't even know, just me like throwing out random fragrances as ideas. However, I know why I like this because I love that element always, a very masculine leaning scent. And then they threw in caramel, and it's obviously vanilla based, but like the caramel really, really gets you. This is one where like, I remember my brother actually really liked this because I bought it with him. We have like the pure opposite taste in fragrances. It's so funny every time we go. Also my friend Moon, and they're born on the same day, so something's in there. They have very similar, you know, scent, what is that, profiles? I don't know. They like very similar scent profiles. And even him, when I will spray this, or especially when I wear it, then I think the rest of the entire trip, he was like, oh, I still smell that on your clothes. That smells dope, like the entire next morning. I said that I have 3 favorites. I have a bonus. Sorry guys, just give me a bonus. So the last one is my bonus one, but of my top 3, oh, okay, fine. Yes, of my top 3, I'm being decisive. I'm making decisions. This is, I think this is number 2. Go ahead, just say it. From Celine, the OG black tie. Yes, I am terrified to use this now because I thought, like, it's a designer fragrance. I assume it's gonna be available forever. Allegedly, yeah, speaking, it was possibly reformulated. And so there are some rumors going on. Mary just bought one, so thank you, Mary, by the way. Thank you, I think, in my comments, but I was like, thank you so much, because I was terrified that it would smell different and that it would be different. And I think Mary concluded or deducted that it was pretty much the same. This is up until my Diptyque and now up until my Van Cleef Orchid Vanille. Yeah, this is like easily my favorite fragrance of all time. I think she's really gonna battle it out with Diptyque. This is so yummy. And again, yes, it's very gender bending, which apparently I really, 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 really love. You know why I like this one, why this one's different? It's mossy and it's powdery, and that doesn't sound enticing, but something about like very naturalistic scents are just very, I don't know, pheromonal, and something about it. Like I think you could pretty much, I would want to, if I wasn't so scared to try. I'm just scared that like it is slightly different, and so now I don't want to use any more of it. But honestly, if I wasn't so afraid, this could be my signature every single day scent. So please, I hope that it's the same. And please also, please don't sell out. And please don't stop making this, Celine, please. Okay, we're on the last 3. This is a journey, guys. But when you're doing a collection video, I guess it is a journey. These next 3, again, much more feminine than the rest. And so we can see I get into like little zones because we're going in order here of when I bought them of being like, ugh, I want to smell like a lady. This is like, we're giving It's just as feminine as the Loewe 001 woman in the name. Yeah, this is, if 001 woman is the day, this is the evening, okay? Because Rolling in Love by Kilian is so wildly sexy. I'm halfway, yeah, I'm halfway through the bottle. Oh, you can't say it, sorry. I'm halfway through the bottle. And yet, like, I get scared to wear this because you smell her. You smell her everywhere. It is very potent because I'm not a fan in any way, shape, or form. No, just me personally. You see, my taste is very specific, so I hope I'm not offending anybody. I don't like a lot of the other Kilian scents, especially, namely, Love Don't Be Shy and the bigger ones. I've smelled the original Love Don't Be Shy, the actual Rihanna Love Don't Be Shy. That was a fragrance, okay? The new one smells absolutely nothing like it. You know, hot take, just saying. This, however, is just as potent. You know that this is OG by Kilian. She is very potent, and I love lactonic. I love lactonic smells. I love milk. I know it's such a controversial thing, but like, I'm sorry, I love cream. I really love milk. I make myself milk tea every single day, okay? It's just the truth, and so it's very lactonic. And another thing that I really, really, really love, honestly, to smell more than to taste, ironic, same thing with vanilla, almonds. I love the scent of almonds. So this is very sexy, much more floral than I normally go for, but then imagine like a pool of creamy almonds. Oh my God, she is very yummy. Very, very, very intense. Yeah, I said that last one was intense. I'm so sorry. This one, that last one ain't got nothing. Not one single thing. On my goodness, Confetto by, I never had to know how to say the name, Profumum Roma, something like that. Please, I've never taken an Italian lesson in my life. She is a bomb of candy. This is insanity. There was a while, I think I bought this. This one is one of my oldest ones, obviously. We only have 2 left. Yeah, I bought this like 3 years ago, which is really crazy. Time is flying. And I was like, you can do this? You can make something last literally 48, I'm not joking, 48 hours on the skin. And sometimes where you're like in the shower the next day, like, okay, I'd like to maybe smell like me again. She is a ball of sweetness, and yet there's like especially on the top, my God, it's really just candy. And there's a little bit on the dry down, a little bit woody, a little bit, like the hint of, like the tiniest, I'm not describing very well today, the tiniest hint of spice. If you just essentially want like, this is Pink Sugar's like older, sexy aunt who never had kids, could buy you anything in the entire world, showed up to the family function, you know, with like a $12,000 bag on and just like flies around the world, and went to Italy and picked this up, and yeah, this is what she wears. And one of the OGs, okay, this is the fragrance that made me fall in love with fragrances in this new phase in my life, because I definitely always loved, I had like really staple fragrances, and I just wore one fragrance for 6 months to a year at a time. That was my like 27 and, you know, 17 to 27-year-old self. But I'm sorry, yeah, Maison Francis Kirchen Gentle Fluidity Gold is that girl. She's just that girl. This was the first fragrance that I was like, oh, I'm an adult now. You know, I'm grown. I can buy myself at this, like, especially at this point, I was like, oh my God, this is like quite an expensive fragrance. I said, I'd usually, like, my mom would do the cutest thing and buy us a fragrance at Christmas, and like that would be what I would wear the entire rest of the year until next Christmas. I said, I'm gonna buy this for myself, okay? It's very sexy. I think it's, ironically, I'm sure most people would be like, oh my God, it's so intense and strong and you have to really like vanilla. This is like my calmest vanilla, and this is one of my calmer scents. This is my second bottle. I think, again, just to give credit, I think my mom treated me to this on a very special day, like a year ago. I have the best mom in the entire world, so I love you, because I went through my first bottle so quickly. And when I tell you this, I'm sorry, this is genius. And I hated so much last year on Baccarat Rouge 540 and the, you know, Extrait de Parfum version. And like some of my, like literally 3 of my best friends in the entire world wear it. And so I love you. I just want you guys to know, I love Maison Francis Kirchen. It just was that I lived in Soho for the entire, like, I mean, I was there for a really long time, but for the 5 years of when it was like the crazy trending, every single street corner, every single person either wore Baccarat Rouge 540 or a dupe of it, or the Ariana Grande Cloud one. And so I'm sorry guys, I love you. I still love Baccarat Rouge. I love Maison Francis Kurkdjian, just to show you that I'm not crazy. I really still love him. And yeah, that fragrance is one of the best fragrances in the entire world, possibly ever made. It just was that every single time I walked out of my house, literally 25 people, no exaggeration, smelled like it. And so this is my, like, this is my souvenir from my Soho days. And now we've moved on. And you guys, that has been my fragrance collection. I do have some more, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a crazy person. And yeah, apparently there's some more on my wish list. This was a very long video, sorry. Thank you for staying to the end. If you did, make sure that you subscribe. Are you subscribed? I just have to check, okay? If you're not, click that right there, it's right down there. Click that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. I truly cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye guys.